A former GM worker is encouraging others looking for work to think outside of the box. It's one business that's doing well in an economically depressed area. News 3's Rock County reporter Margo Spann shows us how a Janesville man turned his passion into profits. Margo?
Susan, Aaron Leader wasn't one of the GM workers that was laid off, but says that his experience at the factory kind of cast a spell on him, turning him into a business owner.
Certainly makes more sense to me than putting a bumper on a truck every day 100 million times over.
Going on adventures and using magic to battle monsters was what Aaron Leader had been doing since he was a kid. But in real life, he was a factory worker. That is, until he had an epiphany.
It was a good paying job, and it was, a company you could move up in. And I got hired in, and the first day I realized that that was a big mistake, that, working on an assembly line was definitely not for me.
Leader started buying, trading, and selling games in his basement, and nearly 2 years ago, he moved to this 9,000 square foot building.
It is cool, dealing with something you enjoy every day.
He says his stint as a GM worker motivated him to cash in on his passion.
It was a happy accident, and then one day, basically over long hours working at GM probably, decided that this was something that, wow, this could really turn into something more than just a hobby.
Leader quit his job to start Noble Night Games 13 years ago. He thinks about those looking for work and offers advice he took not so long ago.
I don't really have any great advice on how to find a job. If someone wants to start a business, I would say pick something, or even a sideline, say you need to do a little something to get along. I would say pick something you're passionate about, that you know about, that you maybe know more about than anyone else you know. And that's going to be your greatest starting point.
He has 3 full-time employees and says even in this economy, business has remained consistent.
Boy, that is really good advice. You got to follow your passion in order to be successful. So who is his typical customer, Margo?
Well, they have so many products, they don't have a typical customer. He says everyone from 8 to 80 years old, and not just in Rock County, all over the world.
Wow, very creative solution. Margo Spann reporting from our Rock County Bureau tonight. Margo, thanks.